Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got a little tire service today. Been a tire gig from hell. These tires are from Vermont or Maine or somewhere. And they're calcium filled and they really suck. He dropped them off without the tractor. And that's fine, I don't mind that a bit. But when they weigh 450 pounds a piece, and I had to wrestle them around, which shouldn't be a big deal because I've got a bobcat over there, right? This morning they go out and I got 2 low tires, not surprising. But anyway, I literally blew apart a valve stem core. The metal part came out of the rubber. So I didn't have a bobcat this morning to move all these things around, so it's been a really long day. Trying to get the calcium out without wearing too much of it. Anyway, these are the Harbor Freight bead breakers. I got these because they're cheap, and they've been surprisingly well. I fixed a couple of road grader tires with them. Broke down a bobcat tire or two and a trailer tire with them so far, and been really pleased with them. What you don't do is use an impact on them. They say it'll tear them up, and I'm pretty sure it would. Use these, push in a couple of spots. You don't want to just take one spot and push. If you just have one, push, 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 you know. But I like 2 because it helps when I'm taking a tire apart. I can use one of them to hold it down. It's just a little quicker for me. And my clients don't mind paying me, but they don't want to pay me for doing nothing, so. You hear that gurgling, there's still about 15 gallons of really nasty calcium in the bottom of this tire. It's peeing out the valve stem now. One of the valve stems is new, so apparently it's had some work done at some point. The other valve stem appears to be original, and man, that thing, it actually come apart inside the core. The core came apart inside the valve, so they just had to dig it all out, and it's going to drain slowly. This tire I don't believe has ever been off, and it's been full of calcium since 06, I believe he said 04 or 06. So you can get an idea of how quick it destroys tires. Really an 06 tractor. That's a pretty new tractor for a lot of people. In this case, some more better shoes. In this case, both back wheels are destroyed. I'm going to be able to salvage them. I will paint the inside, pressure wash them, and we're going to put seeds in them. So Grandma in his yard will be just fine. My focus isn't really fixing tires, it's filling them with rim guard. So I thankfully don't have to do this kind of work all the time. I don't mind a little of it. Pays pretty good. but it is a lot of stinking work. And the big thing is there's a lot of risk for injury, a lot of pinches and crush points and things like that. And in this case, the stuff draining out will cause chemical burns and blisters. And since it's older, a lot of the water has evaporated off of it, so it is incredibly stout. It's I'm not wearing shoes and pants, and the reason is as soon as I feel moisture, I've got a water hose just right over there. I'll go rinse off. But it's not crazy serious, but it's just a real hassle. And if you get it in your eyes, you know, it can be pretty serious. So I'm only charging an extra $5 an hour to do this for the guy. Not sure I'll do these anymore, but he needed it done. He was a nice guy, so we're doing it for him. I just noticed something I wanted to show you guys. So this calcium chloride, it's calcium and chlorine essentially. So if you look right here, you can see these little beads of water. And what that is, this calcium has, these tires are old and cracked, has got inside the tire itself, and it's eating away the cores, and it's leaving a cavity around the outside. So there's a cord that, you know, that holds this part of the tire, makes it rigid. And so the calcium has managed to get inside of this cord. That's one reason I've been pretty careful about getting this off. But anyway, this will go all the way around the tire, and of course that'll allow air out. And he's like, you know, I don't have any air leaks that I can find, but I can't hold pressure. And this is why they're inside. And that tire there is actually a lot worse than this one. But you can see the corrosion, big scales. So we'll see what kind of a mess it is when we get in there. But pretty much these rims are junk. You know, if it was any bigger a tractor with any more weight, I would probably have declined to do it. But it's a small light tractor, and he's just like mowing his yard. He's not hauling hay bales around, or, you know, man lifts, you know, forklift buckets or something like that. So it's not like a big deal for something like this. Also Harbor Freight air ratchet. I don't like to take my good stuff on the road, so use these junkers for that. I'm using my little cobalt air compressor from Lowe's. I use it mainly for my staple gun, but I don't want to run my big air compressor for this, and it really kind of sucks because it doesn't make enough air. It is working. So I've gotten everywhere but this one section, and I could go there. All this is broke loose. I'm thinking if I come back here, it'll go ahead and break the bead loose. Air compressor is really slow. Okay, so this side is off. And this is why it's nice to have two. So this one's, you know, held it up. But here I have this bead, it's technically off now. So I'll bring this other one over next to it and it'll punch it down. With the corrosion and stuff, it's just really grabbing that tire and they don't pop off very well. So we'll probably have an hour or two of wire wheeling and pressure washing on this, and we'll pay him for the guy. I told him 500 bucks for all this. I'll make a few bucks on it. This isn't where you make the money at, that's for sure. But he'll remember that somebody took good care of him, and maybe tell some other people for me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Peek inside the wheel, see how bad it is. See, it's not so bad on the inside if the tire doesn't have a leak, like an air leak, or they're continuously putting air in it. Where you really get in trouble, say if you have leaks in the calcium carbide, say gets down around, you know, 50 or 60, calcium chloride gets around like say 50 or 60%, you have a lot more time for the air to interact with the steel. But if the calcium's filled up at the full 75%, which is recommended, you get a lot less air contact. But here at the bead, obviously there's molecules of air can creep in, and that's when you get that extreme corrosion. Take a look at this guy. And you can see here, these are pits. I'll actually have to take a butterfly to this and I'll chip this rust away and see just how bad this one is. But I'm not sure if this wheel, how well it'll hold up when we're done. The other one's not so bad, but you can see there's actually large pieces missing here. And again, this is a 2006. These are the original tires. He stores it in his garage every night. He told me it never sleeps outside. And he's painted the wheels multiple times, he said, because of the rust. But we'll put some tubes in these and we'll put rim guard in them and feed him back to Moni's yard. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.